Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Nice when we have the remote. Sometimes we don't, but the remote makes everything so much easier.
Good evening and welcome to Blue Devil Stadium for tonight's women's soccer match featuring the Albion College Britons and your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The NAIA alongside the Wolverine Junior Athletic Conference take great pride in the conduct of its student athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators. We encourage the cheering of your team, but with the spirit of good sportsmanship kept in mind. Here's your starting 11 for Albion. A fifth-year goalkeeper, number 0, Ruby Netchke. Freshman midfielder, number 4, Olivia Algren. Senior forward, number 5, Abby Rose. Sophomore midfielder, number 6, Olivia Bushwicks. Sophomore defender, number 7, Erica Fisher. Senior midfielder, number 10, Quinn Natchke. Sophomore forward, senior forward, Campbell. Junior defender, number 50, number 23, Ryan Locke, and junior defender, Avery Kasnick. The Britons are coached by Ron Rainey in his first season, and he's assisted by Justin Dacey. Here are your starting 11 for your Blue Devils. 5'4" junior defender from Sarina, Ontario, Canada, number 3, Jaden Conrad. A 5'5" midfielder, sophomore from Lake Orion, Michigan, number 4, Bridget Finneran. A 5'3" defender, 5th year from Markham, Ontario, Canada, number 5, Courtney Madison. A 4'4" junior defender from Grand Haven, Michigan, number 7, Neela Wilson. A 5'5" sophomore midfielder from Saline, Michigan, number 13, Abigail Bray. A 5'8" senior forward from Norton Shores, Michigan, number 15, Jenny Deere. A 5'10" junior forward from Brighton, Michigan, number 19, Kathleen Ferguson. A 5'5" fifth-year forward from Ann Arbor, Michigan, number 23, Deanna Hill. A 5'7" freshman defender from New Hudson, Michigan, Hannah Hedgnick. A 5'8" sophomore goalkeeper from Beckett Ridge, Ohio, number 30, Gabby Nelson. And rounding out their starters is a 4'11" freshman midfielder from Bellevue, Wisconsin, number 41, Inanna Takashima. The Blue Devils are coached by Andy Richards in his 8th season. He's assisted by Doug Steiner and Trevor Foster. His graduate assistant is Camille Alec. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Blue Devil Stadium right here on the LTU Sports Network. Lawrence Tech women's soccer is back in action with a dominant 3-game winning streak, setting new program records with 16 goals and 3 consecutive shutouts. The Blue Devils look to continue their impressive run as tonight is the last non-conference matchup of the season as they welcome in the Britons of Albion College. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday night. John Stone with you back on the call for this one. And just a reminder that Gabby Nelson, starting goalkeeper for Lawrence Tech, she has played over 200 minutes of the shutout goalkeeping during this 3-game span. All this led underneath the leadership of head coach Andy Richards in his 7th season as head coach of Lawrence Tech. And on the flip side, the Britons come in with a record of 3-1-2, and the Britons are also coming off of back-to-back shutouts of themselves, a 1-0 victory over Mount St. Joseph and a 4-0 victory on the road against Franklin College. And they're underneath the leadership of Ron Rainey in his first season as the head coach of the women's soccer program. Lawrence Tech trying to continue their hot streak as well. Last non-conference matchup before they faced off against Indiana Tech this weekend on Saturday night. Sun's about to be set down over here in Southfield. And we're underway. Britons get the ball to start off, and that kick goes out of bounds, and that'll be the first turnover and first throw in. Lawrence Tech will regain possession. Far advanced pass with too far up, and that'll be all the way to the starting goalkeeper, Romy Natchke. Natchke was a huge part of the team's success last year, but was sidelined for the rest of the year due to an injury, and now she's back in for her 5th year. The only fifth-year senior a part of this squad. 4 other seniors to account for as that header miss goes out of bounds. This will be another throw-in for Lawrence Tech. That one's sent again out of bounds. It'll be another throw-in. Nashke this year has played 6 games, has played over 530 minutes, and has made 35 saves with a save percentage of .897. Good battle alongside. This is Jenny Deere. And good cutting in front by Ryan Locke. And now the Blue Devils look to regain possession again. Takashima tried to dump it off to Deanna Hill, but that one was cut in front by Olivia Algren. And that one goes out of bounds again. And there'll be another throw-in. Deanna Hill quickly on it. That one got through the legs of Ferguson. Kathleen Ferguson got 2 goals in the last matchup against Alma College in one of the first half and one in the second half. Blue Devils were up, leading 1-0 after the first half. They had lots of missed opportunities within that first half. And I asked Coach Richards before the game, what was the change of direction towards half? And he said, I just told him, we had so many missed opportunities. We're a lot better than this. Let's just fix it up. Let's clean it up, and we'll be in a great shape. And this one will be a throw-in deep within Lawrence Tech territory for the Britons on the attack. And that is when Lawrence Tech take over. 5 goals within that second half to seal a 6-0 victory. Thrown in within the box. There's Locke. Defended well by Jaden Conrad. 1v1. Locke along that line. Still in play, and it's out of bounds. We'll see, and it's going to be a goal kick. Gabby Nelson again getting the start. As mentioned, played over 200 minutes during these 3 straight shutout games. A little bit of 2v1 action against Deanna Hill. Hill was able to dump it off right along that line. Hill had a goal herself in that game against Alma College. That's a good advance pass up for Takashima. That was cut back by Grace Halstead. Gunning in front, Hannah Paget. And this is going to be a throw-in for the Britons. Lawrence Tech coming in with a record of 3-1-1. Already off to a better start this year as the Blue Devils in the preseason polls for the WAC are picked to finish second in the league, just right behind Aquinas and right ahead just by 1 voting point over Madonna. Cutting over Neela Wilson. Good battle along that far side with Avery Campbell, the leading scorer and the leading member of this Britons team with shots, with 19 total shots. And that one's going to be gobbled up by Nelson, quickly out to Neela Wilson. No other person on this Albion team has even double-digit shots. But for Avery Campbell, she has a total of 19. In addition to 19 shots, 8 shots on goal, 3 goals already this season, a total of 6 points. Be a free kick coming up. Conrad will send it away. Trying to hit Ferguson, but that was cut in front by Olivia Algren. Sent back way deep, and this is going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in for Lawrence Tech. Lawrence Tech is without one of their senior captains on the field today, and that is Jessica Koji. Koji had to leave the last matchup, as this is going to be offsides and be a throw-in, actually, as the ball went out of bounds. Koji had to exit the game against Alma with a knee injury. No timeline yet on when she'll return this season. And I talked to Andy Richards, and he hopes that it won't be anything else serious. But he has a lot more confidence in this squad this year. A great incoming freshman class and a lot of good returning players. Throw in now for Lawrence Tech. It'll be left off to Hannah Paget. That one's kicked up in the air, up for grabs. Missed on the header try. Good, tough battle with Matheson. That one was deflected. And now here's Abigail Gray. Gray with a full head of steam, had a hold up. That one nearly got away from Takashima. She's able to advance it over to Deanna Hill. Hill with a good heel pass back to Neela Wilson. Wilson trying to send it towards the box. And this is going to be sent all the way. And having to kick it out was Erica Fisher. And this is going to roll out of bounds for another throw-in. Lawrence Tech trying to stay on the attack. Got around Fisher. Gray with good footwork. Tight coverage, and this is going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. First goal kick for Natchke. And for Romy Natchke last year, before an injury sidelined her for the rest of the season, she had played a total of 8 games, a total of 541 minutes, and a total of 24 saves. So she has already surpassed the amount of time spent last year in her senior year trying to make a difference within her 5th year. Sent all the way up to the far side. Richard Finneran takes things over, trying a good advance pass up to Paget. And this is going to be a throw in for Albion. Good stop there by Gray. Gray trying to move things forward, and it's going to be got up in front and cleared away. Campbell got taken away there by Finneran. A hard battle there. Both teams playing ultra aggressive early on. Abby Rose had to send things back. A little kick shot by Ryan Locke. And now knocked down. That one is headed to the far sideline. It's going to roll out for a throw-in. They were trying to hit Campbell on that far side. Everything's advanced backwards. Sent over to Locke. Cutting in front, Jenny Deere was able to advance it up. Chased down by Ferguson, was cleared away for the moment. In comes Deanna Hill. Hill got tangled from behind by Kazanik. That's a good ball up for Deere. She lets it go for her legs. Out comes Natchke, and she's able to make the grab right before Deere could make a play on it. So first real threat for Romy Natchke. 36-31 left to go. Ball up for grabs. That one off the shoulder of Jaden Conrad. Finneran has to come away and kick it away. All the way up for Deanna Hill. She got hit from behind, and they called the foul. So it'll be a free kick coming up. And it will be Jaden Conrad to kick things off. After this game for Albion, they will have one more non-conference matchup back in their home turf against the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, right before they start conference play within the MIAA. That one is headed up for grabs, was inside the box. Abby Rose had that one hit from behind, and is going to go to Albion. And Albion, in their preseason polls, they're picked to have a finish tie for 4th place with Kalamazoo College, as that division is getting tougher by the years. Another throw-in. Good pressure from behind by Abigail Gray, and it forces a turnover. A little bit of controversy. And the official on the field reverses the call, so it'll go back to the Britons. Jenny Deere, good advance pass, a good heel pass by Takashima. Here's Hannah Paget. Gives way to Deanna Hill. Hill got pressure from behind. Takashima gives way to Deere, and that one was cut in front. Neela Wilson sends it over to Hill. That one went right past Hill. No intention of any player. And now taken away by Ryan Locke. Able to hit that one off, and then Conran takes it right back. Takashima puts it right back up for Deanna Hill. Sent over to Ferguson, deep within the corner. Ferguson trying to make a play. She sends it towards the box, and this one's going to be kicked away. And this will be our first corner of the day. And it will be Abigail Gray to send it away from the corner. 24 total corner kicks for Lawrence Tech this year, compared to their opponents' 11. Sent into the mix. And that one was a mid-collision between two Britain's players. It's headed all the way to the far side, and it's going to be a throw-in for Lawrence Tech. Nashke ran into one of her own teammates in an effort to try to clear that corner kick. Flag goes up, and it goes out of bounds. I believe they called a foul on Ferguson trying to make a play. So this will be a free kick, and the Bruins will take over. That one advanced up to midfield. Blue Devils had a 2-on-1. Jenny Deere got stumbled up. Sent over to the far sideline. Knocked down by Olivia Buckwitz. Sent all the way over for Avery Campbell. Campbell with some good footwork. Advanced pass with nobody home. And good work by Padgett to take it away. And now Bridget Finneran advances up for Jenny Deere. And that one got taken right back by Grace Halstead. Fisher in a collision with Deere. And they're going to let play resume. Fisher one more time, right in front of her own sideline. Good stop along the line as Jenny Deere was pressuring. Kazanik with a head full of steam. That's a good ball up. Paget sends it right back to Nelson, and Nelson's able to clear with the boot. Fisher trying to advance it forward. And now the referee is stopping play for the moment. They're going to place the ball all the way back, and this will be a free kick for Nelson. And we got past. Deanna Hill able to keep things in front. Pressure from behind by Anna Said. Jenny Deere was trying to hit Ferguson. Cut in front by Fisher, and Fisher's got to kick this one out of bounds and into the stands. Throwing now for Lawrence Tech. It's just about 15 minutes into the contest. Both these teams having really great starts to their year. Both with 3-1 records overall. 2 ties for Albion, 1 tie for Lawrence Tech. Ferguson into the box. This one's kicked out of bounds, and this will be another corner coming up. Or another throw-in, rather. Wilson sends it in towards the box. Ferguson trying to advance it back. One player is down. A sliding tackle and a foul called. Anna Locke hit the deck, and there's another player down for Albion on the field. And they're going to call out the trainers. Not a sight that you want to see at any point of any game. Clock stops with 30:11 left to go. And that is Anna Said that is down on the field right now. Said is a junior defenseman from Northville. Went to St. Catherine of Siena Academy. Said has played in all 6 games so far in the season, has not put up any shots or even shots on goal for the matters. We see her get back to her feet, and that's a good sign. A little bit of a limp, so we all wish the best for Anna Said. She'll be helped back to the sideline. Both these teams are playing extremely hard early on within this contest, trying to get the early lead, in the hopes of one of these teams trying to crack the scoreboard first to end their shutout streaks. Albion coming in with a 2-game shutout streak, and Lawrence Tech with their 3-game shutout streak. Albion early on the season started out the year with a 2-0 loss, and then was able to bounce back, winning 2-1 over Ohio Wesleyan, then a 1-1 tie at Wittenberg, and then a 0-0 draw at Denson University, and then the 2 back-to-back shutout wins. So the Britons on their hot streak, if you will, to try to get back within the standings. Play will resume. Natchke will send it away. Nearby center circle. Waiting for it was Olivia Buckwitz. Gives way to Fisher. A full head of steam, and Jenny Deere has to kick it out of bounds. Throwing now for Albion, nearby Lawrence Tech's bench. And Rose had to go off her foot, and this will be a turnover and goes right back to Lawrence Tech. That one was headed back. Matheson with the big boot sends it right towards Ferguson. Was able to knock it down, but that one got cleared away. Off the knee of Campbell. Giving chase was Ryan Locke. Good ball up for Campbell, was able to slow it down. Hill was able to take it away, and now Finneran with good control hits up to Takashima. That's a good ball up for Abigail Gray. Gray on the move. Gray was able to get around one defender, sends it towards the box, and it's able to be kicked out of bounds for another corner. Abigail Gray bidding for a goal. Second corner coming up for Lawrence Tech. Gray already with 3 goals this year. 3 members of Lawrence Tech has 3 goals apiece. Gray, Ferguson, and Malia May. Deanna Hill is leading the way with number 4, and that was in the last contest. Into the mix, and a good hand save by Natchke. And a foul, I believe, was called, so this will be a goal kick. So a good stop by Natchke as she was pressured within the mix. That one was in a Bermuda Triangle of sorts, and this one's got to be cleared out. Finneran keeps it in play. Hill from behind, and that's going to go into the direction of Brian, not before we get another sub coming in. And it will be Anna Said back into the contest. As for the moment, Albion with an aggressive move to play with a man down with some good defensive stops. And now another collision, and that was Anna Said back into the contest. And a hard collision. The clock stops. Referee just making sure everybody's okay. Ferguson probably didn't realize that Said was nearby. And the warning is to Said the foul was called. Albion will get things back, so very aggressive move by brand new head coach Ron Rainey. And talking to Andy Richards about Ron Rainey, he said he's known Rainey for over 20 years within the coaching business, and especially in the world of women's soccer. Taken away by Algren. Back and forth. And Buckwitz. Anna said still favoring the ankle a bit. And Finneran trying to keep it in play and cannot, so this will be a throw-in. Long throw-in. Flag goes up for a handball off the arm of Olivia Buckwitz. Be a free kick for Jaden Conrad. Sent over to Neela Wilson. 1v1 battle there with Avery Campbell, and it's going to be another throw-in for Lawrence Tech. Campbell disagrees, but Lawrence Tech will take it for the time being. It has really been a back-and-forth battle of possession. A good reverse header by Ferguson. Said will send it back towards midfield, knocked down by Finneran. Wilson is able to hit Ferguson. Ferguson with some options. A good ball into the box, but it's going to be too far ahead for Deanna Hill, and this will be a goal kick for Romy Natchke. "25 minutes left to go in this early contest. In the last matchup, I talked to Andy Richards about the schedule output right before conference play started, and he said this is the perfect schedule because you have back-to-back games on a weekend to prepare this team for conference play and to come away with back-to-back shutouts and a total of 10 total goals. First time that's ever happened in program history. Then you follow it up with a 6-0 victory at home. As that one's sent in, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in. He said he is very impressed with how this team is working together as a unit. He's very proud of the talent that they have acquired. He has a lot more trust within his bench players along with his starters. Throw in from deep in the corner. Anna said was able to cut in front. Finneran with a little bit of space, takes her time, trying to hit Deanna Hill, and a 2-on-1. Sends it back to Paget. Hill on that far side got pressured by Fisher. Able to get around. Good ball over for Paget. The shot is high and wide. Goal kick now for Natchke. And now Anna Said fell down. The ball is still alive. They resume play, but now they blow the clock. Anna Said, again on that leg, trying to fight through it. And she went down with a pass attempt. Clock stops, and they're going to ask for the trainers once more. And like we mentioned, when Anna Said went out, Albion made the elected decision to play with a man down in that scenario for about 3 to 5 minutes worth, and then Anna Said came back onto the field, still favoring the leg, or the ankle rather, and that time just trying to stop the ball, and just went down immediately. She'll be helped off the field once more. So we'll see what Ron Rainey wants to do. And to talk a little bit more about head coach Ron Rainey in his first season, he once served 9 years, 9 total seasons as head coach of Division I program, Dartmouth College. So he has the definite background in order to fit within this program. and Andy Richards spoke highly of him, saying whatever program he's at, he always knows how to condition and build his teams tough. And the substitute coming in for Anacet, it'll be Ella Jeske, a junior out of St. Joseph, Michigan, went to Lakeshore High School.
In the game now for Albion number 3, Ella Jeske.
Play will resume once Romy Notchke is able to send this away with the punt. Cutting in front, Jaden Conrad, but that was taken right back. Avery Campbell, full head of steam, deep within the corner. Campbell sends it towards the box, and that was kicked away. Good defense work put up by Matheson. Ferguson got that knocked away from him for the moment. Cutting in front, Ela Wilson advancing it up for Gray. And now Takashima, good ball up to Ferguson. Sends it back for Jenny Deere. Deere trying to hit Ela Wilson on the far side. Wilson's able to keep it in play. Sends it towards the box. Abigail Gray, good footwork. Sends it to Wilson. Puts a shot in. Reverse pass off the knee of Gray. Pressured on and sent away by Ryan Locke. Another substitute lined up for Albion. Wilson throwing it in. Takashima got pressure from behind. No whistle blown. Play resumes. This will be another throw-in. Whistle blows as Wilson was not in the proper spot to make the throw-in. So I'll have to redo it. Good head work by Abigail Gray. Now Takashima sends it over to the far side. Hannah Paget. Deep within the far corner, a good block. Paget regains it. Paget puts it in towards the box and it's just wide to the right.
In the game for Albion now, number 11, Abby O'Connell.
So quick sub in. Olivia Buckwitz goes to the bench. In comes Abby O'Connell, a freshman midfielder from Macomb, Michigan, went to Dakota High School. And right after that substitution, Andy Richards has a couple of subs lined up for himself. We saw this in the last matchup, and he said it was a decision that they made right before kickoff that they were going to get the bench going right at the 20-minute marker. He believes in this team so much that he's willing to use them early on and within the contest. Campbell again, full head of steam. Able to get around Conrad, sent within the box. Quick shot, and there's the good save by Gabby Nelson. Cat-like reflexes. And what a beauty of a save. First real shot attempt of the day. Campbell again takes things over. Sends it over to the far side for Abby Rose. Rose had to go off of her foot, and this is going to continue to roll out for a throw-in. And in comes the subs.
In now for the Blue Devils, number 14, Michaela Warrenakis. She did for number 4, Bridget Finneran. Also in number 17,
Michaela Warrenakis. Malia May.
For number 26, Hannah Paget. Then number 9, Malia May. Malia May is in for number 13, Abigail Gray.
Amongst the trio and has been subbed in. Battle for it along midfield. Advanced up by Locke. Advanced up by Jeske. Sent over to the far side. Giving chases Campbell, and it's going to roll out of bounds. So amongst the subs, Malia May, Michaela Waranakis, and Dalia Jarosek. Jarosek, another one of the captains on this squad for this year. Jarosek, Koji, Deanna Hill, and Courtney Matheson, the 4 captains of the Blue Devils this year. This will be another throw-in. Sent back for Jaden Conrad. Sent over to the near side for Neela Wilson. First sign of action for Jarosek. She gives it to Deer. Good advancement up in the trio triangle right there. Malia May giving chase. Taken back by Ryan Locke. That's a good ball up for Rose. Heading towards the corner. And she's unable to keep it in play. This will be a goal kick for Nelson. Liner, and it's off the leg of Jenny Deer. Cutting in front is Deanna Hill. Whistle blows for the penalty. So this will be a one-touch pass and a free kick. Waranakis with her first chance. Set nearby the arc, headed down. Off the foot of Locke. Gives way to Fisher. Back to Locke, knocked down by Waranakis. Fisher able to advance it back. That one's kicked away by Quinn Notchke. Quick throw in now for Lawrence Tech. Be a free kick, rather, from the far side. Waranakis with her second. Sent nearby the box. That one's headed up. Knocked down by Matheson. Neatly over to Waranakis. Down to the far side for Jarosik. Jarosik sending it in towards the box. Pressured by Malia May. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. And correction, it was actually kept out of bounds. Good defense work put up by Quinn Natchke, the sister of Romy, the goalkeeper. And this will be a goal kick. Take away by Ferguson. Quick shot in, and that one's way wide to the right. A little bit more on Quinn Notchke. On this past week, on Monday, it was announced that Quinn Notchke received the Defensive Player of the Week for the MIAA. On the week, the Britons went 2-0-1, allowing 0 goals, headlined by Notchke with the back third as a starting center back. And she scored both the game-winning goals, each of them coming within 24 hours of each other. That one kept in play by Jeske, and it's going to roll, and it's going to be out of bounds for a quick throw-in. Got through the legs of Campbell. Jaden Conrad with some good defense work, and this is going to be a first corner coming up for Albion. And it will be Abby O'Connell to send things away. That one's a liner, and it's going to be headed out. And it's going to be wide. Went right to the top corner of the outside. Wilson trying to advance things up, but it goes out of bounds just past midfield. Just under 15 minutes left to go in this early contest. One great save put on by Gabby Nelson, and we are still scoreless. Pressured from behind, no whistle blown. And it just went out of bounds right before Warnock could keep it in play. Quick throw in. And headed back out, so we'll do it once again. So now Campbell trying to throw this one deep. Got over Hill. And Hill's able to keep it in play for the moment. The ball really dancing along the line. It's sent back towards center circle. Malia May. And a good battle. May got pressure from behind. Able to regain her balance. Sends it back to Deanna Hill. Sent over for Wilson, and she got a mishandle. A little bit of miscommunication between Wilson and May about whose ball that was. As Warnock has to head that one out of bounds, and along the line we go with the Britons. Do it once more. Blue Devils are doing some pretty good defense work along this near side. Long throw in. Conrad cutting in front. Now Jenny Deere trying to hit Deanna Hill. That's a far pass up. Being chased down by Erica Fisher. Fisher trying to work her way around Hill, and she does so. Matheson will give chase. Sends it far back. Knocked down off the shoulder of Ferguson. A little bit of a mid-collision. Wilson trying to take a shot that was blocked in front by Campbell. On the retreat, out comes Nelson way out of the goal box. Matheson sends it over to Conrad. Wilson brings things up. Trying to hit Ferguson nearby the box. Off her knee. Ferguson with some good pressure regains possession. And she got tripped up from behind, and this will be a free kick. Good positioning for a free kick for Lawrence Tech. About 5 yards out from the goal box. And it will be Michaela Warnockis to send things away. First real solid opportunity for Lawrence Tech. Shot in on this line, and there's a great save put on by Natchke. Warnockis was going for the low corner, and Romy Natchke with her first save of the game. Conrad able to keep it in front. Feeds Warnockis. Into center circle for Jenny Deere. Deere bringing things up. Sends it over to the far side for Jarosik. Good ball up for Malia May heading to the corner. And it just rolls out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Albion. Approaching 10 minutes left to go in a scoreless game. Both goalkeepers with some pretty good saves, one apiece. Quick sub in for the Britons. Two subs are lined up for Lawrence Tech. This one rolls out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in. Megan Rumia and Andrea Williams are the substitutes coming in for Lawrence Tech. Rumia had 2 goals herself in the last contest against Alma, coming in the second half. First chance for Williams.
In the game now for your Blue Devils, number 31.
Had to deal with some good defense work by O'Connell. A good header battle. Warnock is able to head things down, sends it over to the near side for Deanna Hill. Hill able to keep it in front. Got pass, and here's Megan Rumia with a chance. Rumia with a shot, it's blocked in front. Beautifully, it's still loose, and it's out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Great defense work on the block by Quinn Notchke. able to help out her own sister at the goal spot. Another sub coming in.
Now number 17, Kayla Moreno. Moreno in for 23, Ryan Lott.
Kayla Moreno is in, sophomore midfielder from Lansing, Michigan. Campbell takes control, sends it over to the far side. That one's headed out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. And Belle Beeman is also in for the Bruins as well. So both teams have really gone a little bit deep into their benches as we try to have 8 minutes left within this scoreless game. Knocked down by Halstead. Good leg stop by Beeman. Good pressure by Warnakis. Giving chase is Rumia, one-on-one with Erica Fisher. Lawrence Tech wins the battle. Quick throw in now. Rumia quickly on it. Throws it in to Andrea Williams. Jarosek sends it towards the arch. Knocked down. And Warnakis with a takeaway. Sends it over to Hill. Hill trying to cut around the corner, but taken away by Kazanik. And now Campbell again. Avery Campbell with a full head of steam. Advancing it up, cutting in front, Jenny Deere. And it'll be knocked away by Matheson. Avery Kazanik. And that one got taken away by Williams. Sent back to Deanna Hill. Lawrence Tech with another good possession takeaway, and that one's headed out of bounds for a throw-in. Off the side of the foot of Neela Wilson. And Albion will take over. A hit from behind, and that will be a penalty. Kayla Moreno got called for it. One-touch pass by Warnakis sent over to Jenny Deere. Deere with pressure from behind by Beeman. That was a good ball up, but cutting in front was Fisher, and that pass is going to go out of bounds for a throw-in. Headed down by Fisher. Cutting in front was O'Connell. That ball's up for grabs. Fisher is able to advance it up. Warnakis will reverse it back to Conrad. That one's advanced up. There's Rumia. Into center circle for Andrea Williams. She got tripped up, and that's going to be the whistle blow, and Williams is on the ground. Able to get back up to her feet. And it appears okay. One-touch pass. Play resumes. And now those pause play to reset the proper placement. So another one-touch pass sent over to Jaden Conrad. Along the side. Wilson sends it towards nearby the arch. Williams a quick shot, and it's just high and wide to the left. 5 minutes left to go, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for Natchke. Good leg stop by Rumia. Two more subs are lined up for Lawrence Tech. That one was blocked in front by Kazanik. That ball is up in the air for grabs. Got
For number 23, Deanna Hill. Also number 18, Andrea Campos. She's in for number 15, Jenny Deere.
Regan Boyle into the contest. And Andrea Campos is in as well. That one is going to be a throw-in for Albion. So both teams on the defensive side have been able to bail out their goalkeepers for the time being. Only one solid shot on goal for both sides, and two incredible saves, one for each side as well. This will be another throw in, this time for Lawrence Tech. As the common theme of the battle for possession continues to go on. Good battle with Grace Halstead. And she's going to go for a duo of players. That's a great fake by Warren Nuckus, able to retain her dribble. Fake the pass. Good ball up for Regan Boyle. That's a good ball up for Neela Wilson. Wilson in a race for it into the corner. He's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in. We go the other way with Albion. It was a good look, but just out of the reach. Headed away by Wilson. Headed forward by Williams. But Avery Campbell is able to cut in front. And now Campbell again. A full head of steam. Able to get around Conrad. Campbell's shot is just wide to the right. And another goal kick for Nelson. Avery Campbell has shown a lot of great pressure and a lot of great speed, bidding for her 4th goal of the year, and has taken 3 extra shots today, giving her 20 plus on the season so far. No other member of the Albion team is in double-digit shots. Knocked down beautifully by Regan Boyle in a battle with Avery Kazanik. Williams, that was blocked in front by O'Connell. Ball is still loose up for grabs. Williams again. He's going to try to send it over to the far side. There's Malia May. May faked the shot just too far in front, and it's cleared away by Quinn Natchke. Elajeski trying to advance it up. Good stop by Malia May. Trying to look for Megan Ramia. A little tanglement, and it's going to be a foul on Ramia, and Albion's going to regain possession. One minute left to go. We remain scoreless in a back-to-back battle between Albion and Lawrence Tech. Both these teams trying to end each other's shutout streaks. And there's another foul on the shove. One touch is Campos. Now gives way to Warren Nuckus as they find the proper placement. Be a free kick.
30 seconds left in the first half.
That one's sent within the box. That one's headed away by Locke. Campbell was able to keep it in front for the moment, and now sent over to the near side.
10, 9, 8,
Wilson cutting it front.
5, 4, 3,
Play resumes, and that will do it. So both goalkeepers with one incredible save on both sides, and both teams with only one shot on goal. It has really been just a battle of possession so far in this non-conference matchup. Lawrence Tech trying to go for a 4th consecutive shutout, and for Albion, they're going for a 3rd consecutive shutout. All of this coming right before their each respective conference play. So in about 15 minutes or so, we'll be right back here for the second half between Albion and Lawrence Tech. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half. Lawrence Tech and Albion College, NAIA versus NCAA. Last non-conference matchup for Lawrence Tech heading into the weekend. We're here on a Wednesday night, beautiful Wednesday night out here in Southfield. We are scoreless, 0-0, one shot on goal per side, and one incredible save for both goalkeepers. Look at the halftime stats. A total of 5 shots by Lawrence Tech, 3 shots by Albion. Definitely the foul totals are definitely going high up. 9 total fouls for Albion compared to the 5 of Lawrence Tech. Different starting outlook for Lawrence Tech to start this second half, using a variety of their subs that they brought in towards the end of the first half. We're underway. That one's sent deep in, given chase by Gray. It's going to be brought down by Olivia Algren. Sent back to the far side for Avery Campbell. And it's going to be a throw-in for Lawrence Tech. Deanna Hill, a little bit of 2-on-1, and it's going to be remaining with Lawrence Tech. Hill quickly on it. Cut in front by Algren. Sent over to Buckwitz. Far side, hand to Paget. Full head of steam, got pressure from behind. Send over to Andrea Williams. Williams, a quick shot. That was deflected, I believe, but it goes out of bounds for a goal kick, so it was not deflected in front. Been a total of a battle of possession, rather. Lawrence Tech has 62% of the possession time in that first half. Natchke, who made one incredible save back in that first half, along with her counterpart, Yabby Nelson. Good one-on-one battle there between Campbell and Paget. Knocked down by Hill. That one got taken away by Algren. Good ball advancement. Knocked down by Finneran. Now we got knocked down by O'Connell. Jarosa giving chase. Along with her is Elajeski. Jarosa able to clear it away. Keeping it in play is Malia May. Bit of a miss on the kick attempt, and it's knocked out by Jeski. Megan Rumia sends it back for Jarosek. Good knockdown there by Locke. That's a good ball for Jeski, putting a shot into the net. That one's high up for grabs, and out comes Nelson to make the grab. Sent it to the box, and it was knocked up on the mid-collision, and Nelson with the easier grab. Towards center circle with the punt. And on the trip up, that's going to be a penalty. This will be a free kick. Waranakas called for the trip. 6th foul called on Lawrence Tech. And it will be O'Connell to send things away. Sent deep within the box. Knocked down. And Nelson is able to grab it before it goes out of bounds, or else it would have been a corner. Matheson was deep within that collision. Another punt for Nelson. This one a top spinner. Knocked down from behind by Kazadik. Deanna Hill's able to keep it in bounds. Right in front. Good footwork. Able to get around her defenders. Sent over to Romia. And that one got too far in front. And taken away by Ryan Locke. Romia in a good one-on-one battle. Romia, quick shot. And Natchke is able to grab it. Romia not giving up on the play. Was able to take it right back and put up a quick shot. 6th shot by Lawrence Tech. Williams has to reverse back. Matheson sends one deep. Headed back up by Algren. Sets over to the far side for Kazanik. Knocked back by Finneran. Warnukas with a good fake. And that was knocked out of bounds for a quick throw in. Up with it, Abigail Gray. Into the box. And that one's kicked away and out of bounds by Quinn Natchke. Another throw in. Off the head of May. Algren able to advance it out. O'Connell trying to advance it up. Now Williams. That one was hit right for. And that was going to be kicked out of bounds. That pass by Andrea Williams was right in the direction of Ella Jeske. So clear turnover. And now the Britons looking to take over. That was a 50-50 ball for anybody. And a bit of a mid-collision on the legs. That one was blocked at front. Headed back by Jarosek. Knocked down by Williams. And now Conrad has to clear it out. Knocked down by Romea. And that one is way up. Giving chase is Hill. Going into the corner. And it's going to be out of bounds for a long throw-in. Deanna Hill gave it a chance. So now from the corner, Albion will have to do their best to try to clear this out going person to person. And a hit from behind, and they did call the penalty on Warnukas. That's her second of this half. Yeah, both players seem to take the worst of that. Accidental headbutt, if you will. So another free kick. 7th foul called on Lawrence Tech. That one went off the leg of Abby Rose, and it's going to be a turnover. Quickly on it was Jarosek. Hill was able to keep it in front. Trying to hit Romea. And that took a funny spin. Was able to stay in bounds. Malia May cutting in front. Trying to keep her dribble, but it was taken right back. Now Ryan Locke. Able to get around Warnukas. That's a good ball up for Jeske. Little spinner up for grabs. Williams is able to send it out. Deanna Hill on a mid-collision with Fisher. Hill fell down. It's a tough battle. No whistles blown. This one's going to be rolled out of bounds, and they will call the foul. And it will be Lawrence Tech ball. In fact, no foul call. This will be a throw-in. So referee let all that go. All this tough play. And now Romea with the shove. Way after the pass was out. Things are getting a little bit chippy out there. And that's already a match with Albion. So 9 fouls apiece. Another free kick, and O'Connell will be the one to send it off. Set nearby the arc. Headed up for grabs. Williams is able to knock it down. From behind, Kazanik. And now Campbell trying to work her way around the corner. Sent a shot into the box. Up for grabs. That one's headed down with the legs. That ball's still up for the grabs, way up in the air. Paget giving chase, and it's going to have to clear it, and it's going to be all the way. Still in play, and it's going to be a throw in about midfield. So good clear by Paget. Able to give some more breathing room for goalkeeper Gabby Nelson. Avery Kazanik. Deep down that corner, full head of steam. Sends it in towards the box, and Nelson with the sliding stop. Nelson with her second save. Now both goalkeepers with 2 saves apiece. Locke, 1v1 with Andrea Williams. Abigail Gray with a shot from behind. And there's a good opportunity. Good ball up there from Megan Ramia. Gonna be sent back, and Natchke is gonna have to kick it out. Sent over to Erica Fisher. Fisher sends it over to O'Connell. Into center circle for Locke. Knocked down by Paget. Sends it all the way back to Nelson. Nelson analyzing the field. Sends it over to center circle. Headed back in by Grace Halstead. Now Warrenakis trying to find Malia May. That was headed back up by Kazanik. Throw in for Lawrence Tech. A lot of fast-paced action as we get a couple of subs coming in. Jenny Deere coming in, and Hinata Takashima is also back into the contest. Two of the original starters. Megan Rumia and Andrea Williams back to the bench. And now Jenny Deere sends it over to Gray. Trying to hit Takashima, but was cut in front by Halstead. And now between two Blue Devils, that was knocked down. Paget and Warrenakis were going after it at the same time, and Warrenakis stuck with it. Good ball up. This is Buckwitz. Sent over to Ella Jeske. Jeske, a little topper into the box. Easy play there for Gabby Nelson. So both teams trying to throw caution to the wind and trying to throw shots at the goal to try to cut into this scoreless draw that we have so far. Nelson with her third punt. Knocked down on the foot by Deanna Hill. That one's up for grabs again. Campbell with a little header pass. Nobody there to take it. And now Kazanek, full head of steam. Able to get through two defenders. That one got knocked in front. Mid-collision. And they're going to call a foul on Courtney Matheson. And it's going to be a free kick from about 30 yards out. Matheson with a little bit of disbelief that she was trying to knock the ball away, but then that got caught up within the collision. So Abby O'Connell will send it away again. Now we got deflected in front, and Nelson's there to make the grab. The wall that was set up in front got a piece of it, so that made things a little bit easier for Gabby Nelson to make the catch. Over the head of Paget. And that one was kicked off the chest of Paget. Off the investment try of Amory Kazanek. Giving chase is Finneran. Along with her is Olivia Buckwitz. Finneran able to bring it up. Keeping it in play, or tried to. That was Malia May, but it goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Able to keep it in front. Buckwitz. Into the box. A good sliding tackle. And ball stays in play. Abigail Gray. Full head of steam the other way. Gray with a quick shot, and it goes wide to the right. Probably got a little bit of rush there. And Gray trying to force it just a little bit. She had Malia May on the far side, and she had Deanna Hill to her right. And then for extra reinforcement, she had Takashima right behind her. Romy Natchke has had a good game so far. 2 great saves, along with her counterpart. Sent it over to her sister Quinn Natchke. Matheson to Warrenakis. Now over for Jarosek. That one was dancing along the line, and they did call it out of bounds, and it's going to go to Albion.
He goes in for number 6, Olivia Buckwitz.
Long throw in. Off the foot of Jarosek, out of bounds, and we'll do the throw in one more time. Knocked down again. Jeske with a little spinner pass towards center circle for O'Connell. Ryan Locke, 1v1 battle there with Jarosek. Spinning ball up for grabs. Takashima with the takeaway. Advanced up for Abigail Gray. Gray sends it over for Jenny Deere. A lot of space in front. Deere with the dribble. Has Paget along with her. Gray is able to keep him in front. Gray with a quick shot. It's high, and it's just wide to the left. That time, Gray had a little more space to work with and was able to put an even better shot off. That one just went wide to the left a bit. The shots are starting to pile up, and we're just about 15 minutes into the contest of this second half. Natchke sending it over to the far side for Avery Kazanik. Good ball up for Rose. Into the arc, and Jarosek's able to knock it away for the moment. Knocked down by Campbell. Campbell, a quick shot, and right there, catching it on the short hop is Gabby Nelson. So both teams putting the shots up. Nelson with her third save. Definitely the shots are piling up early on in this second half. Both teams realizing the potential that they each have, just trying to throw caution all over. Paget, it'll make one defender miss. Reverses engine, sends it back to Courtney Matheson. Matheson sends it up deep. And able to guide it back is Olivia Algren to her goalkeeper, Natsuki. Sending it over to her sister, Olivia. That one got off the leg of Abby Rose. And that's going to roll out of bounds for a throw-in. Deep throw-in from the far corner. Near corner, rather. Quick takeaway by Rose. And there's Finneran able to cut in front. Paget, rather. Hannah Paget bringing things up the field. Quick pass up for Malia May. Able to keep it in front. That pass was into no man's land. It's taken away by Erica Fisher. May, in a good battle, is able to take possession right back. Sends it over to Deanna Hill. Hill, good work around the side. Deep within the corner. One-on-one with Fisher. Able to get right through her legs. Fisher trying to take control. A good entanglement, and they're going to call the foul. The official has let a lot of stuff go for most of the part, but now the fouls are starting to pile up. Double-digit fouls now for Lawrence Tech. This will be a free kick. This will be sent away by Olivia Natchke, rather. Knocked down. Good leg stop by Jenny Deere. Too far in front. Now stopped by Warrenukis. Good advancement up for Jenny Deere. Back towards Takashima. Takashima sent over to the far side from Malia May. Inside the box. A little curler shot. It was deflected in front, and that makes things easy for Romy Natchke to make the grab. Both these teams are really pressuring as that one's going to roll out for a throw-in. But give credit to all the defense. They've been able to make things easier for the goalkeepers and have only been tested once hard, and that was back in the first half. Warrenukis able to keep things in front. A little dump pass. May giving chase. And this will be a corner setup. It was deflected in front, and this will be the first corner of the second half. The third corner kick for Lawrence Tech in this game, one for Albion thus far, and it will be Michaela Warrenukis to send it away from the far corner. High curling shot. That one's off the top of the crossbar and it goes out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Natchke.
In the game now for Albion, number 16, Bella Beeman.
As we get a couple of substitutes coming in, one for Albion and 2 for Lawrence Tech. Belle Beeman back into the contest for the Britons. Kathleen Ferguson back in for Lawrence Tech, and Jaden Conrad is in as well. So the near starting lineup for Lawrence Tech is back in.
Jaden Conrad, she comes in for number 17, Dahlia DeRosa.
And talking to Coach Andy Richards, he says he feels more confident about the bench, about the incoming freshman class. Just the talent overall is that much better that he can go to anybody at any time. That pass was sent over. Jeske able to keep it in play. And that one was sent back by Finneran. Jenny Deere got knocked from behind. No foul called. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Britons. A trio of players nearly ran into each other. That'll be another throw-in. Padgett was slow to get up. That one's sent in towards the box. Knocked down. 2 players nearly collided for Lawrence Tech. Another shot in. And that was an easy grab there for Gabby Nelson. Right into the breadbasket. Another punt. Over the head of Takashima. There's Ferguson. Ferguson had 2 goals in the last contest against Albion College. 1 in the first half and 1 here in the second half. Scoreless 0-0 draw. Nelson now with 4 saves. Counterpart, Romy Natchke with 2. Sent over to Courtney Matheson. That one was knocked down. Natchke was able to advance it up. Shove from behind, no whistle blown. Finneran giving chase. Being pressured by Abby Rose. No one there to take it. Ella Jeske takes it for Albion. Quick shot, curling nearby the arc. Up for grabs, still loose. And has be able to clear it out by Jarosek. Took a couple of weird bounces on Takashima. Good patience by Deanna Hill. Takashima once more. Good advancement up to Ferguson. The ball's in the box. And it rolls out of bounds for a goal kick. It was a good look up to Ferguson. Boy, just got too far in front. And great defense work by Avery Kazanek. Both these teams have had their fair share of draws throughout the season. Lawrence Tech with 1 draw so far compared to the 6 that they had last year. Early on and then late in the cutting portion of the season. They ended the regular season with a draw as this one's taken away by Jenny Deere. Deere pressured on by Kazanek, and good defense work will force a throw-in. Deere quickly on it. It was a come-from-behind draw and a 3-3 finish. Spinning ball in the box. Gray. Quick shot in. It was knocked down in front. And it's going to be cleared away. Taken away by Abby Rose. Sent over to Ryan Locke. Entanglement with Warrenukis, and that's a clean takeaway. That one was off the arm. No handball call. Sent back to Fisher. A shove from behind. Warrenukis tried to come from behind, and now here's Gray with an opportunity. Sent back up to Jenny Deere. Now advanced all the way up for Hannah Padgett. Padgett with a clear lane. Takes a shot. Curling in. Deanna Hill with a header try, and it's just high. Deanna Hill bidding for her 5th goal, and it was just high over the crossbar. It was a beautiful setup all by the footwork of Hannah Paget. And once she had the clear lane, she put on a beautiful shot opportunity. And right there was Deanna Hill.
Back in for Albion number 6, Olivia Buckwitz. She's in for number
Rominowski telling her teammates, I'll just clear this away myself. Headed back up by Abigail Gray. Deer, good one-on-one battle with O'Connell. Again, knocked down. A little bit of confusion. Now Hannah Paget trying to save it before it goes out of bounds, and she cannot. This will be a throw-in for Albion. 20 minutes left to go in the second half. Definitely the shots have been piling up on both sides. Right in front of the Lawrence Tech bench. Warrenakis sends a deep ball. Giving chase is Ferguson. A good battle up for it, and this will be a goal kick. Good defense work put up by Olivia Algren. The defense on both sides has been the key in this game as to why we are scoreless. Great stops to bail out their goalkeepers in order to make things a lot easier. Warrenakis in center circle. Advances it back to Matheson. Sends it over to Jaden Conrad. Takashima. And that one was missed. And it's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. A costly turnover deep within Lawrence Tech territory. Now the Britons look to take advantage of it. One too many miscues on both sides for both teams, but it's been on the defense to be able to bail them all out. Knocked down. That one's into the box. Cleared away for the moment by Finneran. Fisher, quick shot in. On the run and on the bounce. Right there is Nelson to make the pickup. So again, another great defensive stop by Lawrence Tech. Advanced up. Giving chase on that far side is Elajeski. Trying to keep it in play and headed out of bounds for a goal kick. That was Paget. So Elajeski, as we get one quick sub coming in for Albion. Avery Campbell back into the contest. The leader in goals and the leader in shots. That one's still into the box. Quick shot in, and right there is Nelson to make another grab. Fifth save of the day for Gabby Nelson. Try to hit Deanna Hill way out on that throw. Campbell able to get around Conrad, and again, Nelson has to come out to make the stop. Another punt. Taken back by Albion. Warrenakis, great leg stop. Takashima with a header pass. Now Jenny Deere with some good footwork maintains the possession. Gets pressure from behind. Jeske, a little bit too much pressure. And things are getting a little bit chippy out there as Jeske had a few words for Jenny Deere. So now both teams in double-digit penalties, or fouls rather. In comes Deere, headed up by O'Connell. Leg stop there by Jenny Deere. Some great footwork that we have seen on the dribbling and on the possession holdups. Now Campbell. Open opportunity. One-on-one. That one's into the box. Stopped there by Conrad. And Conrad's going to have to kick it out of bounds for a throw-in. Matheson with some good defense work to be able to stop the speed of Campbell. Quick throw-in. Knocked down. Sent back to Fisher. Referee had to get out of the way. Cleared away by Bridget Finneran. Knocked down by Halstead. Good sliding tackle made by Jenny Deere to force it out of bounds. This will be a throw-in. One substitute lined up for Lawrence Tech. That one got through. Cleared out for the moment. Knocked down by Halstead. Advanced up. Rose, and that shot, it goes wide to the right. 15 minutes left to go in this scoreless game. Ferguson goes to the bench. Out comes Regan Boyle. Substitutes aplenty. Heavily contested, but yet defensive matchup. Little dump in pass. Giving chase is Notchke. And the sisters with good communication. And it will be Romy Notchke to come away with it. Romy Notchke, the fifth-year senior. And Quinn Notchke also in her senior year. So both sisters within the senior leadership. This is an open opportunity. Here's Ella Jetski. Jetski, a quick shot. And it's just wide. And it just misses the far left. It was close, and it just missed that far post. Ella Jetski had a clear lane and a good shot put on it. Both teams are just inching closer and closer to try to break this scoreless game. That one is up for grabs. Deanna Hill able to keep it in play. One-on-one with Erica Fisher. Sends it back for Halstead. Sends it all the way back for Algren. Knocked down. In center circle for Halstead. Advances up for Abby Rose. Rose, that's a good ball up for Campbell. Campbell able to cut the corner, but it's too far in front and it goes out of bounds. Took one too many dribbles and not able to get a shot off. Triple option setup for Lawrence Tech. And now both Finneran and Matheson retreat for the moment. Cut in front, that's headed towards the Albion sideline. Hannah Paget sends it up for Abigail Gray. Gray takes a quick shot, and it's just high and to the right. Gray again bidding for another goal. That's her third shot that she has taken from that far deep. The last two have been the closest. Approaching 12 minutes left to go. Fisher sends it over to Rose, and then reverses it back to Olivia Algren. Good pressure by Regan Boyle. That was sent up the far sideline. Headed out of bounds, and it will go to Albion. Good one-on-one battle with Finneran and Ella Jeski. Another sub lined up. Actually, there was a foul called, so this will be a free kick. And again, it will be Abby O'Connell to send it away. Deep within the box. Over the header try. Hill giving chase. Great defense work, and is going to go out of bounds for a throw-in, and now we'll get a quick sub coming in. Jenny Deere goes to the bench. And Neela Wilson back into the mix. Pressured on there by Fisher, and it goes out of bounds for another throw-in. Little dump-in pass. This is going to be reversed back to Romy Notchke. Sent up there for O'Connell. Headed back by Jeske. Sent back up. Good ball try up for Regan Boyle. And good defense work put on by Avery Kazanik. Goal kick coming up for Notchke. Notchke looking to send things off. Knocked down with the leg of Oronakis. Headed up. Takashima on the attack. Takashima, quick shot, and just over the top of the crossbar. Another hard, impressive shot, and it just missed the top. Lawrence Tech is really pouring on the shots within the second half. And a quick update, catch the Blue Devils back in action. Both men and women's teams start their WAC conference plays. Both teams face off against Indiana Tech this coming Saturday. The men's team faces off at 3 o'clock, and the women's team face off at 7. Not from behind, and that's a foul called on Abby Rose, and it'll be a free kick coming up. And right before Saturday night, also tune in on Friday night when the women's volleyball team takes on Siena Heights at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Paget sends it deep, and a good leap stop made by Notchke. Hannah Paget bidding for a goal herself. In the exhibition matchup against Michigan State's club soccer team, from that distance, she was able to get the one lone goal of that contest on a one bounce as we get a quick sub coming in.
Back in for Albion, number 23, Ryan Locke. She's in for number 6, Olivia Buckwitz.
Ryan Locke comes back in and replaces Olivia Buckwitz. Another knock from behind, and it's another foul called. Fouls have also been piling up here for both sides in the second half. Another free kick. Paget once more. That one's headed back, headed forward, sent up, and it's going to be an offsides. Called against Abigail Gray. She was waiting on it, and the official on the sideline called the official with the flag up. Only the first offsides that's been called on Lawrence Tech, so both sides with an offsides apiece. Both of these teams have been very patient about how the ball has been coming. Knocked down with the leg of Oronakis. Pressured on Gray, and it's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in with Albion. Approaching 6.5 minutes left to go, and we remain scoreless. Shots aplenty in the second half. 4 saves put on for Gabby Nelson. 2 saves for Romy Notchke. Good footwork by Deanna Hill. Sends it back to Michaela Waranakis. That's a good ball up for Hannah Paget. Paget deep within the corner. Puts it towards the box. And a leg stop. Able to be cleared out. Ella Jeske trying to send it up, but nobody home. That's for the Britons, and this is going to be a turnover and a throw-in. Conrad did not get a lot on that kick. Knocked down by Rose. And it was actually another foul call, so this will be another free kick. Another sub lined up for Lawrence Tech. Knocked down. Deanna Hill. Good pressure from behind. Little pirouette. Hill trying to put a shot, and that one's blocked in front by Algren. And it's going to be cleared out for a throw-in. So great defense work. And once again, it has all been that. Just a defensive battle from the very beginning as Malia May checks in for Lawrence Tech, replacing Regan Boyle. Throw in within the box. Knocked down by Takashima. Sent over to Deanna Hill. Hill got knocked from behind. No whistle blown. Takashima, quick shot, and it's just wide to the left. And this will be deflected in front, and it was deflected in front. This will be a corner setup. Warrenakis to send it away from the far corner. Into the mix. Missed on the hand save, and this will be another corner try. We go to the other side. I believe it was off the leg of Erica Fisher as she got tangled up with Malia May, and now it's Abigail Gray from the near corner. We'll try it once more as we are under 4 minutes left to go. A scoreless game. That one got off the hands of Natchke. She got knocked down. The shot is high. Romy Natchke fell down going for the save. And with an open net, the shot attempt by Hill was high over the top. 3.5 minutes left to go. A defensive battle with a lot of shots here in the second half. That one sent into center circle. Warrenakis puts it back. Headed forward by Algren. Kept in front off the chest of Paget. Sent up for Malia May. May got pressured by Fisher. A good one-on-one battle between Fisher and May. Referees let things go for the moment, and it's going to go to the Britons. As by correction, it was a penalty called. Referees have let things go for the most part, but both teams had double-digit fouls. Fisher sent things up. A header try by Matheson. She was able to move it forward on the second attempt. Cutting in front. Kazanik. That's a good ball up. Giving chase, and it's going to roll out of bounds right before Elajeski can make a play on it. Under 2 minutes left to go. Deanna Hill, one-on-one with Kazanik. Throw in by Neela Wilson. Advanced up. Wilson got tangled up, and there was a foul called. Deanna Hill, full steam ahead. Trying to cut the corner. Able to hold up. Sends it back. Warrenakis, a little chip try, and Malia May is not able to make a play on it. Under a minute left to go.
1 minute remaining, 1 minute remaining.
So both teams, with shutouts going on a hot streak, have come into this contest and really have held each other just to that. Bailing out their goalkeepers was some great defense work. That one's headed up. A good sliding stop made by Paget. Campbell is able to get to the corner. That one's blocked in front. Another quick try. Rose sends it over. O'Connell was knocked in front. Ball is still in the box, up for grabs. And it is going to be out of bounds off Albion for a goal kick. So another great defensive stop, and that is going to put the finishing touches on this game.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The shutouts continue for both teams. A scoreless draw is the result of this matchup, the final non-conference matchup for Lawrence Tech. They have shut out their opponents in 4 straight games. And for Albion, they have shut out their opponents within 3 straight games. So for Lawrence Tech, their next sign of action will be this Saturday once they take on Indiana Tech to start WAC conference play. That game will get started at approximately 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One great, beautiful save by Gabby Nelson back in the first half. 4 total saves for Nelson on the day. And for Romy Natchke of the Britons, 2 total saves and 1 beauty of a save early on within the first half. The goalkeeping was magnificent. The defensive work by both teams was outstanding. And a lot of shots of plenty within the second half, resulting in a scoreless draw. The second draw of the season for Lawrence Tech and the third draw of the season for Albion. Both these teams battled it out on the field, and that is a result of a 0-0 game. So we'll see you next time. Check in on Friday night for women's volleyball and check in on Saturday for both men's and women's soccer. John So signing off for now. We'll see you next time on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network.